I am Damonous. Jesus is my king. You are my family. Hello, I am Damonous. Thanks for joining. Depending on who you ask, the current situation regarding gun rights, spurred on by the Parkland, Florida shooting that occurred on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2018. Depending on which side you believe, this is either an entirely new effort, something that hasn't happened before, or this is just run-of-the-mill, people excited for a while and it'll go away. Now, while I would hope it's the latter, I think what we're looking at is a repeat of something that happened before. We see a growing list of companies that are banning the NRA, boycotting them. For example, there was the bank that issued its credit card with a monogrammed credit card with NRA on it, and that's the First National Bank of Omaha pulled out of that agreement. A slew of other companies, including American Airlines, MetLife, Hertz, Best Western, have followed suit, announcing plans to terminate special discounts and benefits for NRA members. Where have we seen this type of activity before? Well, not long ago, in 2016, North Carolina was trying to pass legislation. Actually, not trying to, they did pass legislation to enforce that if you were born with male genitalia, you have to go and use the men's restroom. And if you're a woman, likewise, born with female genitalia, you have to go to the woman's restroom. But we had a bunch of businesses that boycotted that entire state. All right, we had Apple, IBM, Walmart, the NFL, NBA, and American Airlines. They have voiced opposition to the state's recent attempts to limit anti-discrimination protections for gays, and so forth. I'm not going to go through the whole list of names. Non-heterosexual, let's put it that way. So the point is that did cause enough of a fuss, enough of a financial impact to that state, that they weakened that law. But when we want to talk about, is this a good thing, right? And now I'm going to appeal, again, even to the leftists, right? Even to those that are saying, hey, let's get rid of the gun rights and all this stuff, and maybe even on that previous issue, what is this? We need to have rights for all people, no matter what they feel they are. Who are the people making these decisions, right? Is this the type of America we really are asking for? Even when you look at the rhetoric or principles, whatever you want to describe to it, of the left and of the things that they want to see happen, are they actually saying that corporations should decide public policy? Is this the new form of democracy? And lest we lose sight of what's going on here, here's an article, Who Rose America? About Wealth, Income, and Power, by Professor G. William Domhoff, Sociology Department, University of California. So this is University of California, right? Not known to be conservative. Income and net worth in the U.S. by class. Mean household income from $1.5 million, let's say, to $18 million. That's the top 1% of America. The top 20% of America is $257,000 to $2,260,000 a year. So understand something. If you make $150,000 a year, if you and your spouse manage to make $200,000 a year, let's forget that. Let's say you and your spouse make $250,000 a year, your household income. You are still not in the top 20% of earners in the United States. That bracket belongs to a class of people, the second class, the top 20%, who CEOs most certainly fall into. Is that the group that you've been fighting for? Is that the group you want representing public policy and forcing public policy through an essential blackmail. Is that what you want? Because I don't think that's what I hear the type of people who are anti-gun, pro-liberty, whatever type of liberty that they can dream up. I don't think that's what those people are actually asking for. But they're going along with it because it's advantageous to their cause. So what would happen if the tables were turned? What would happen if every one of those corporations had conservative CEOs that strong-armed policy decisions made in the United States, not based on what individual voters like you and me want, but what the corporation wants? Think of the power you might have if you worked for a corporation. Think of the power you have to set policy in that corporation, to change things when something happens that you don't like. Is this the type of America you want? It's very reminiscent of the old RoboCop movie, right, where corporations control everything, or Blade Runner. This is a dystopia. This is not the ideal. So when you make your bed and you have a cause, understand who you're sleeping with in that bed. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Catch me on these alternate media sources.